guys, Kate here with Makeup for Mamas. So if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I picked up a few items from the Rocky Horror Picture Show MAC collection. I am a huge Rocky Horror fan, so I'm starting a new series on my channel for this month because October is the best month ever. And I wanted to do Rocky Horror inspired looks for you guys. So today I'm starting with Magenta. She's my favorite from Rocky Horror. And I wanted to show you guys a more wearable look. Obviously, this isn't a daytime look. I mean, you could totally do this for Halloween, but if I did a more Halloween look, I would have kept my skin a little bit paler and added false lashes. I'm using primarily all MAC products, and I'm using the Riff Raff eyeshadow palette from the Rocky Horror collection, and I'm also using Oblivion lipstick that I also purchased from the collection. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, please give it a thumbs up, and if you haven't already, please subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Alright guys, so I sped this whole video up because it got way too long because I was doing a ton of different stuff, so just bear with me. I'm using the Riff Raff palette from the Rocky Horror Picture Show collection, and I'm putting the lightest shade all over my lid up to my brow bone. I'm using this as a shadow base because I feel like shadows that you pile on top of a shadow base just blend out a little bit smoother. Now Magenta has a burgundy shade above the black shadow that she has in the movie, so I decided to use the burgundy shade in this palette as a transition shade. I'm putting this all in the upper crease with a fluffy brush. Now I'm taking a big flat brush and taking the black shadow in that same palette and packing this right onto the lid. This can be as sloppy as you want it to be because we're gonna take a clean brush and buff all of this out and blend it all out so you won't even notice. So just keep packing this onto the lid all the way up to that burgundy color. I'm also packing this into my inner corners as well. As much of this I wanted to be a wearable look, I also wanted to just kind of still stick true to my girl Magenta and do it a little crazy. So I didn't even put a highlight in my inner tear duct or anything. I'm literally just kind of keeping it very rounded in there. So don't worry if you get shadow in there, it's not a big deal. Also, yeah, it's getting messy, but don't worry. Now I'm taking a fluffy brush and we are going to blend all of this out. There is no product on this brush whatsoever. It is clean. So that's what you want to do. And like I said, keep blending. Just blending, blending, blending in a windshield wiper motion and in circles. Just keep blending. If you get any fallout, like I said, we are going to clean it up with your concealer. Concealer can be used as an eraser in moments like these. So don't even fret about any of that, right? Just keep going. I'm taking a little bit more of that black shade and just putting it on my lids once more, packing it right on there just with a small brush. Now I'm taking the Rapid Black gel liner from MAC and literally just lining right at my lash line on the top. Nothing crazy, just literally lining it just to deepen it that little bit. Now onto my concealer. I am using my MAC Pro Longwear in NC20, putting this all under my eyes and then taking a damp beauty blender or faux beauty blender and I'm blending this all out. And this will clean up the corners of your eyeshadow or any fallout that you might have. Also ignore how white my skin looks. My foundation is still a little bit lighter, so I'm going to be adding bronzer near the end. So just bear with me, people. I'm just blending all of this in, and then I'm going to go in with my Anastasia Beverly Hills contour kit using the vanilla and banana shades, mixing them together, and I am setting my under eye. I also did put a little bit of the concealer on my nose, my Cupid's bow, and my chin, so I set that as well. I'm taking this burgundy shade and then this flat little brush, and I am using this as my liner. I'm pretty much going in the order that I put my eyeshadow on. So I'm taking this burgundy shade and lining my lower lash line all the way to the inner corners. Now I am taking the black shade and I'm doing the same exact thing. Just lining my lash line right on top of that burgundy shade. And now I'm just taking a small pencil brush and I'm just blending out that lower shadow just a little bit more. And I'm also just blending it into the top shadow as well, just in those corners, just so it all flows very nicely together. Now I'm just taking the middle shade from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit. I think it's the Fawn shade. I think that's what it's called. And I'm doing a slight contour. Very Rocky Horror. You know, you got to do the deep set cheekbones and everything. I will be doing a full contour and highlight video for you guys soon. I just haven't gotten around to it yet, but I definitely will. For winter, you're definitely going to want to do a little contour. So I just wanted to show you guys a little bit of what I did the other day while doing this look. Now I am taking my bronzer by Rimmel in the color Sunlight, and I'm warming up my whole entire face with it just to help it blend with the rest of my body. So I'm just putting this bronzer on my forehead, the tops of my cheeks, and then my neck and my chin. Now I'm taking the lightest shade in the Riff Raff palette and using it as a brow highlight. When I highlight my brows, I also blend it down into the shadow that I have on my lids as well, because as you can see when I kind of step back, that it really does make a difference. It gets rid of any of those harsh lines. It's almost just like in a little eraser. So using that, it really makes a huge difference. Now going in with my 129 brush and my blush in Pinch Me. I'm putting this right on the apples of my cheeks. Then taking a big fluffy brush by Sonia Kashuk and blending it all out so there are no harsh lines. Now I'm using my Banana Boat lip balm and coating my lips with it. Then using my OCC Anti-Feather Lip Pencil, lining my lips and then filling them in with this so your lipstick does not go anywhere. As always, still obsessed with this pencil. I love it. Then I'm going in with Oblivion lipstick by MAC Cosmetics for the Rocky Horror Picture Show collection. And I'm coating my lips with this over and over and over again. I'm so obsessed with this lip color. I think it's my favorite from the collection. It's a great bright red. It is also the only one from the collection that is not a matte, so there is some moisture to it. And, you know, with some mattes, they can feel little bit more drying. So I absolutely love this color. This is the look, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I will have Columbia up next for you in this series of Rocky Horror looks, and I'll see you guys soon.